Hi everyone, my name is Rex. I am a student from SHMS BA2. And this is a self-evaluation video after the internship, the very first internship of my lifetime. In this video, I would like to share my personal reflections to the learning objectives of my internship, what I gained from it and how I think of it. In addition, I would like to talk about my strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats during the internship. So, at the very beginning, I want to introduce my hotel first. I worked in Hilton, Futian, Shenzhen, China. It is a five-star full-service business hotel in the CBD of Shenzhen with 320 rooms. Actually, there are four hotels belongs to Hilton, but my hotel is the only business hotel in Shenzhen, and it was built in a year before, so it's pretty new. And the biggest type of guests we have in the hotel is business guests, and they are all from several companies such as IBM or Siemens. Our hotel make deals with them, and they are allowed to stay in our hotel with the lower price, lower than the reg rate. I worked in the executive lounge as an executive floor trainee. The daily things I have to do are serving breakfast, afternoon tea, and happy hour in the buffet restaurant in the lunch, sending newspapers to guest room to check the room status, whether the housekeeping department cleaned the room or not, serving in meeting room, and taking charge of the whole lounge. So before I went to my internship, I set four objectives to myself. One of them is to write down my working experience about how to check in and check out in 30 pages. But I couldn't make it because I was working in F&B department mostly. And in China, being a receptionist, meaning you have to deal with lots of money, and trainees are not allowed to deal with all this stuff. So I didn't have chance to check in and check out for the guests. But I did learn a lot in F&B department. We have self-service restaurant in the executive lounge, so I don't have to remember the menu. But I did memorize the menu of the in-room dining department because as you know, we have so many business guests in our hotel, so they always stayed in the lounge from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. without eating, and we don't provide lunch in the lounge. In case they want to eat something, I memorize some dishes for them from the menu, so I can recommend them some delicious food to the guests when they need for the better service. Besides, I got lots of praises from the guests and the management. I remember that at one time, an Egypt guest wanted to buy Nespresso from our hotel, but we found that we were not allowed to sell things personally to the guests. So I helped the guests to search online to find if there's any shop that sell Nespresso, but we found nothing. So I decided to ask my manager that if we can just sell the Nespresso to the guests, why not make an exception? And then we can keep the guests and earn better reputation. And my manager agreed with me. So I got praises from both the guests and the manager. So it was quite easy for me to do my internship in F&B department because we were great trained last year in school. And I learned how to check in and check out by just watching my supervisor did it. And I learned how to make coffee in a Hilton way. So what I learned the most, it should be communication. No matter communicate with my supervisors, my colleagues, or the guests. Actually, I am a inner directed person, which means I worked with my mind. So sometimes I didn't agree with some policies in my shifts. For example, the morning shift they close at 3 p.m. every day, and the afternoon shift they go to work at 3 p.m. every day, but they had to have a shift meeting before they go to work, which means the morning shift have to wait for an hour, wasting their private time and got nothing from this horrible policy. I totally understand that we should have a shift meeting before we go to work, but why not just set the time? Set the meeting time half an hour earlier, and then everybody would be happy with this. So I was pretty struggle with this in the very beginning of my internship. So I tried to communicate with my manager, and I talked to her that if she can um, give some advice to the FOM, and unexpectedly it worked. Although they didn't set the time half an hour earlier, but they allowed us to get off on time. From this, I found that it might not work, even though you speak out what you think, but it is better to say it out loud in the right way than just keep it in mind, because um, you will have 50% chance to make it succeed, but if you don't want to say it out loud, uh, you wouldn't have nothing. No one can help you, not even yourself. So I think this is the most important thing I learned from my internship, and I think I will use it a lot when I go to my second internship in the HR department. Language is one of the most important thing in hospitality industry, and I think that's also my strength. I can speak Chinese, both Mandarin and Cantonese for sure, and I can speak fluent English and a little bit French, which means I'm pretty competitive back in China, especially in Shenzhen, my hotel, because Shenzhen is a coastal city in south of China, and it's next to Hong Kong, which means speaking Cantonese and English will help you a lot. Besides, because I study hospitality in SHMS, I'm professional. I know the FIFO rules for food. I know how to polish efficiently and effectively. However, I was too nervous to become a receptionist, so I didn't want to be a cashier or deal with anything that connect with money. That's my weakness. I should try to learn as much as I can, and instead of being too conservative, I should ask for cross training instead of just staying in my safe area. So, to be honest, unfortunately, we only have one international trainee in my hotel, so I didn't find any threatened and competitors. And my supervisors, they found me good at communication and English, so they sent me to the guests to consolidate guest relations all the time. And because I am local citizen in Shenzhen, I know all the surroundings and metro lines and the shopping malls than any others in my hotel. So I was the person who they wanted to keep as a internship experience that affected me a lot. I understand why people in hospitality industry try to smile as well as they can, so I smile to everyone in my hotel. I learned how those departments connect to each other and how they work as a team. In this industry, you have to know that whatever you do are not just represent yourself. You are a member of the hotel, and you should be aware that um, what you are doing, it's earning the reputation for your company because you play a big role in your hotel. So I think I'm still who I am, but became a real hotelier because I worked with responsibility and sense of group honor, and that is what Hilton represents for. And that's all. Thank you.